Greetings, friends, and welcome to Enigma Night Gaming. My name is Liara, and I will be your guide in today's adventure. Today we're playing Nancy Drew, Ghost Dogs of Moon Lake, and in today's episode, we're going to be investigating the fallout after our little incident with the shed. Without further ado, let's hop into the game. Alright, let's see if we can get a hint.
I could sure use a nice big hint right about now.
I'm fresh out. How about you, George? Ditto. Maybe we should let the brothers Hardy pull hint duty on this one.
Alright,
You guys.
Good luck, Nancy, and stay in touch.
well, let's call them and get a hint from them. See what they might have to say. 4865. We'll see if they have any advice for
Hank,
us.
it's Nancy.
I'm here too. What's up?
I seem to be getting nowhere fast. Anybody have any suggestions?
Be sure to notice what shows up behind each dog in the clock.
Oh, that's where I saw it.
Cabinet.
Right?
Psychologists call it feedback. The trick is to turn each dog in the right direction. But until you figure out what the right direction for each dog is, I guess you will have pretty much hit the wall.
Okay. Each dog in the clock. Okay. Well, let's say
Later,
bye
guys.
to them.
See ya.
Each dog in the clock? Is there dogs in the clock? I never even noticed that. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Facing forward. Okay. Okay, that one has two. Okay. They all put the same thing. Let's see what happens when we do this. Okay. So if we let's turn them all different directions and see what happens. Let's look at the clock. Surely something different will happen now. Trees? Oh, I wonder. Okay. And swan. And what is that? I'm not sure what that is. Is that like fish? And then stags. Okay. Let's look at our notes. See if sometimes Nancy makes better notes than what we can observe. Moving the dog statues in the living room changes the pictures in the clock. Summer oh, that's where it comes into play. Okay. So Xander is summer. And just because I don't want to scroll back here again, because it's such a long scroll, I am going to jot this down. So Xander is summer. Vetus is winter, right? Iggy is fall, and Lucy is spring. Okay, so that actually, now I'm understanding. So the pictures that match up with that most. Trees. So we have trees. What else do we have? We have geese. I'm not sure what that is. Is that supposed to be fish or ice? I'm really not sure. And then the last one was the stags, right? Okay. So Vetus is winter. Which one? Would it maybe be the fish? So that was the third one. Let's try facing him backwards and see what happens. Is that supposed to be the first one? We changed him, so I don't know. Let's see. Okay, so backwards is swans, right? All right, because the first and third one are backwards. So I wanted it to be the same as the second one. So he should be facing forwards, right? Let's see if I'm right about that. We're kind of theory crafting right now. Maybe it's based on colors. That's stags again. So forward is stags. That means we should have 2 stags then. That means this guy should be stags too, right? We want this one, whichever direction that one is facing. Yeah, okay. So forward is stags. Let's see. So, forward is stags. Does that mean left is fish? And then right would be geese? So, if that's true, we want Vetus to be left because he was fall or winter. Trees would be... What do we think trees would be? Spring? So that would be Lucy. So Lucy would need to be to the right, maybe? Fall. Which one would be fall? The stags, maybe? Because you go hunting. So Iggy, stags, he should be facing the right direction. And then, swans for the summer, possibly? Aha! I was right. We got it. Okay. Let's go check this. We got a secret passage here. What's gonna be in the secret passage, I wonder? Let's find out. What is this? I don't know what it is. But we will find out. What's over here? Is there anything else down here? I guess that... Wait, there's a door in here. Okay. What do we got here? Uh-oh. We need to make sure we're using our protective stuff. Where are these mice? Right here. Okay, we've got Uncle Clayton died, pinched. Oh. Very interesting.
It could be mice making that sound.
Okay, this I have a feeling that we know what this is, right? That was the... Well, I guess we should check and see about the mice, right? Let's do this. Where are the mice? I don't know where the mice are. What's in here? Wait, is this... Wait. What is this? There's a note on the stairs. What is this?
William Akers? I wonder if he's related to Jeff Akers.
I mean, didn't it say that? Thoughts on Thuggery by Ethan Collier. The truth about Mickey Malone as told by his most trusted employee, William Akers. Mr. Malone has never spent a night in jail, and he never will, said William Akers. And you know why? Because he's just an ordinary Joe trying to run an ordinary business. He said this with such conviction that for a moment this reporter honestly thought Akers was talking about somebody other than Mickey Malone, the notorious gangster. But I was standing on the porch of Malone's getaway home at Moon Lake, having bushwhacked through thick brush from the east side of the lake to avoid detection and probable eviction by his bodyguards. And I was talking to the man who, according to the police, is the only person Malone trusts. I ought to know. I see him every day, Akers went on. He doesn't deserve all the grief you newspaper hacks give him. He's a rich man because his laundromats are fine establishments and people like to wash their clothes there. All this talk about him being a bootlegger is just plain hogwash. When I asked if I could talk to Malone, Akers said Malone was out walking. Like I said, he's an ordinary guy who likes to do ordinary things. When I asked if I could wait for him, he said, "What for? Anything you want to know about Mickey Malone, I can tell you. I've worked for him for 15 years. When I said all I wanted was the truth, he said, then you're in luck because that's what I just told you. And now I suggest you leave. Mickey's a swell guy, but he's got these 4 big dogs, see, and sometimes they don't mind so good." I took the hint and left, but as I struggled through the brush to get back to my car, I realized something. Akers hadn't told me the truth about what Mickey Malone did. I knew that, but he had told me an important truth when it came to what Mickey Malone was, someone who had at least one extremely loyal employee. I ask you, good citizens of Philadelphia, how many so-called legitimate businessmen can say the same thing? All right. Reflections on Houdini, Master Magician. 1874 to 1926. All right, and what's out here? Oh. Okay. So this is down here. Can you get in through here? Okay, we can. Nice. All right. What can we do about the rats? Like, or the mice? Where are they? What is this? Pinched. It's like it's behind the wall. Well, let's see what his bad date was. It was, and we'll at least try and see. A guy named William Akers was Malone's most trusted employee. Looks like Malone's unlucky day was 012932. So let's do that. Oop. 01.
It's blocked.
Oh.
It looks like a tiny hole.
Can I put this in there, or do I need to put the pen in?
It looks like a tiny hole.
Okay, what about the pen?
It looks like a tiny hole.
Can I take the pen? Okay.
What's the combination?
So 01 2 9 3 2. Let's see. Is that it? Yes, it is. Oh boy, we got mice in
I bet
here.
those were deer mice.
Probably. Let's use our equipment then. So we got a journal. William Akers, 1933 to 1942. All right. Now what do we got in here, I wonder?
Speakeasy.
April 29th, 1933. Today, Mickey went to prison, but when they were walking him to the paddy wagon, he told me to take care of his dogs, and when the time came to do their tombstones like he told me. Then he whispered to me to look under the Victoria in the speakeasy at Moon Lake. He said I'd find a map to the gold he stole 2 years ago. Then they shoved him into the wagon, and that was that. Poor Mickey. How's a guy who never spent one night in jail supposed to spend 8 years in prison? He'll never make it. I think he wants me to have the gold because deep down, he knows he's never coming home. Anyway, I looked under the Victorola and found the map. The problem is there's nothing on it except a bunch of lines and the words, "The dogs will lead the way." There's no X marking the spot or directions or nothing, but I need money bad. My wife and baby haven't had anything decent to eat in months, so I'm going to pack them up and move to Moon Lake permanently so I can spend all my time looking for the gold. May 4th, 1933. Mickey never told me outright that he was the guy who pulled off the hole in the floor gold heist. He always said the less I knew, the healthier I'd stay. But according to the papers, a bunch of gold was stolen off a moving train right under the noses of about a dozen Pinkertons. Mickey must have greased somebody's palm real good and got him to cut a hole in the floor of the boxcar the gold was going to be shipped in. After the gold was loaded, one of the boys crawled under the train and pulled himself into the boxcar. Then, when the train was moving, he dropped the gold down the hole onto the tracks. Mickey's boys picked it up and got away clean. Nobody ever suspected Mickey was behind it. So what I'm looking for is 20 gold bars. The paper said altogether they weighed around 600 pounds. The question is, did Mickey hide them in one place or did he spread them around? He must have buried them, but where? I just thought of something. Maybe Mickey trained his dogs to go to the gold if you say the right word. I'm going to try saying gold to them tomorrow and see what happens. July 14th, 1933. I've said every word I can think of to all the dogs. They haven't led me anywhere except around in circles. I spent the last month following them around. First Xander, then Vetus, then Lucy. I don't have to follow Iggy because all he does is sleep on the porch. So it looks like I'm going to have to start digging. I'll dig under the porch first, seeing as that's where Iggy always is. October 21st, 1933. A month ago, I started working as a handyman over in Lewiston to make ends meet, so even though I'd stop by Mickey's every day to feed the dogs, I can only look for the gold at night. I dug all around under the porch and didn't find nothing. I marked the porch on the map with a...
Joe Akers? Emily said Jeff Akers' father was named Joe. Maybe Jeff is related to William Akers after all.
Oh boy. On the map with a big I for Iggy, because that's the place he always leads me to. I was so busy digging last Tuesday night that I almost forgot when my son was born. We're calling him Joe. His big sister is real happy. She says baby Joe is just like the dolly she's always wanted, but we can never afford to get her. Truth is, we can't really afford Joe neither. I keep writing to Mickey, asking him to please tell me straight out where the gold is, but he never writes back. I'll just have to keep digging. Leavenworth Prison, Leavenworth 48, Kansas? What is that about? September 9th, 1933. Now I spend all my free time digging in the woods. I dig around everything that could be a landmark. Logs, rocks, trees, stumps, but I never find nothing. Plus I keep getting lost. The paths all look so much alike, especially at night, that I spend most of my time trying to figure out where I am. That's relatable. So last Sunday I memorized the way to the cemetery. It's LRRLLRRLLRRLLRRLRRL. Oh boy, we got a map to get to the cemetery, right? But maybe there's a different way? February 11th, 1939. Even though Mickey never allowed dogs in the speakeasy or the tunnels, I've been looking there for the gold because I've looked everywhere else I can think of and got nowhere. Last week I found out that Mickey changed the passcode to the spigots in the speakeasy. This got my hopes up because the way I figured it, why would Mickey change the code without telling me unless he was hiding something? But when I finally figured out the new code, I didn't find nothing in the tunnel that opened up in there that wasn't there before. Why Mickey spent all that money on pictures of those dogs of his, I'll never understand. March 2nd, 1942. I give up. Mickey's dead, and so are all his dogs. I'll never find the gold. I got a good job offer over in Harrisburg, and I'm going to take it. Little Joe and Sarah deserve a better life than they've gotten so far, and it's high time Callie got a nice house and a husband who doesn't spend all his time chasing after something he can't find. But I'm leaving this journal here because who knows? Maybe someday I'll suddenly remember something Mickey said, and it'll finally hit me where he hid the gold. Maybe I'll come back here and find it after all. But in the meantime, I got my family. They're what's important. They're treasure enough. We got a map here.
The dogs will lead the way. I wonder what that means.
The dogs will lead the way. If Iggy is here, then maybe we have to like put them somewhere. We're gonna have to map them somehow. Is there anything else? I think that's all that we can do in the journal. Right? Can I get out of here? I don't think there's any other pages we can flip to. What if I go all the way forward? Get out of the journal. There we go. Alright, is there anything else in here that we can do anything with? I don't think so. Man, that's a lot of information that we've learned. You almost... There's more mice. The dogs will lead the way, huh? Hello?
Hello?
Bess, it's Nancy.
I know that. What's going on?
So, let's see. Okay.
I found the coolest old newspaper. It's from 1927, and on the front page is an article about Mickey Malone and a man named William Akers.
Akers? Any relation to Park Ranger Jeff Akers?
I haven't asked him yet, but according to the newspaper, William Akers was Mickey Malone's most trusted employee, his #1 go-to guy.
Where'd you find it?
Well...
You know how I always seem to wind up in houses with secret passageways?
Sometimes I think they follow you around.
Well, I found these hidden stairs leading from the living room into the cellar.
Indeed.
What's down there?
That's what's weird. The stairs led down into this empty space. There's some kind of safe in the wall and a set of stairs leading to a door that goes outside, but that was it.
Why would Malone bother hiding a staircase if it didn't go somewhere important?
Exactly.
Hey, newsflash. I think I know why somebody wants to scare Sally off her property, and it has nothing to do with birds, parks, or artifacts.
So what does it have to do with?
Gold, as in 600 pounds of gold bullion.
That's a good motive.
Yeah, a little
Tell us
bit.
everything. Gold is one of my favorite subjects.
Well, I found William Akers' journal.
Journal. Yeah, right. Go on.
Let's see.
Have you ever heard of the hole-in-the-floor gold heist?
I've heard of the Hole in the Wall gang.
Well, according to Akers' journal, in 1931, somebody stole a shipment of gold bars in broad daylight by dropping them through a hole in the floor of a moving train.
Let me guess. The thieves were never caught.
Of course not.
And the gold was never found.
Of
You got
course.
it. According to Akers, Malone masterminded the whole thing, and he hid the gold right here on his Moon Lake property.
You think it's still there? It
Yeah,
must
I
be.
think so.
Like you said, Nancy, that would explain why somebody wants Sally, and now you out of there so bad.
I also found a map with the inscription, "The dogs will lead the way."
You
Exactly.
found a treasure map? My gosh, Nancy. Secret passageways, buried treasure? You're like a magnet for that stuff. The dogs will lead the way to what?
According to the journal, Malone left Akers the map and said it would show him where the gold was, but all it has on it is that inscription and some landmarks.
What kind of landmarks?
The house, the shoreline, some rocks in the lake, the pump, the cemetery, and it's crisscrossed with lines like a grid.
A grid? Sounds like precise locations are involved.
Yeah.
Bye, you guys.
See ya. Bye.
All right. Let's see what the Hardy Boys have to say. Maybe they have some new information for us as well. Some new insights.
Hello?
Frank, it's Nancy.
I'm here too. What's up?
I'm pretty sure I know why somebody wants Sally out of the Malone house.
So come on, spill.
Apparently, Malone stole a small fortune in gold bars off a train and hid them somewhere on his property here. They've never been found.
How do you know?
One of his employees, a guy named William Akers, kept a journal, which I found and of course read.
Of course. Wait a sec. Did you say William Akers?
I know, same last name as our friendly park ranger. I intend to ask him about that the first chance I get.
Good idea.
What else can we ask them about? Um,
According to his journal, William Akers spent months following each dog around, hoping one of them would lead him to the gold. None ever did.
So they didn't go running off into the woods, never to be seen again after all.
Apparently, they stayed around Malone's house for years. William Akers went to the house every day and fed them until they all finally died.
But according to their tombstones, they all died on the same day.
Those inscriptions were Malone's idea. Akers was just following instructions.
And in all that time, William Akers never found any trace of the gold?
um,
He made one mark on the map I found, a capital I on the porch of the house.
Any idea why?
He discovered that one of Malone's dogs slept on the porch all day, so Akers dug all around underneath it looking for the gold, but never found anything.
Let me guess, he marked the spot with an I because the dog's name was Ike.
Iggy.
Maybe the location of the gold doesn't involve just one dog, but all four in combination somehow.
The whole idea of relating dogs to a map is crazy. They're animals, they move around.
But they're also creatures of habit.
Maybe that's the key. Maybe I just need to know their habits.
Well, that could be a little difficult considering those
just a
dogs have been
little
dead
bit.
for more than half a century.
So let's see.
So if you guys were 600 pounds of gold bullion, where would you be?
Maybe Malone hid it in the speakeasy.
Well,
Maybe. The longer I stay in this house, the more it seems like nothing's impossible.
exactly.
Nancy, if that gold hasn't been found yet, all it means is that nobody as smart as you has looked for it yet.
All
Later,
right.
guys.
You bet.
Bye, Nancy.
All right. Let's see. So, is the speakeasy the hidden room that we found?
You're back.
Mm-hmm. So let's see. I found a newspaper dating back to 1927 in Sally's house. Since you're kind of an expert, do you mind if I ask you? Okay, let's do that one. That kind of like plays to his ego.
I found a newspaper dating back to 1927 in Sally's house. Since you're kind of an expert on the history of Moon Lake, do you mind if I ask you some questions about Mickey Malone?
Not at all.
Okay. The article mentioned. Yeah, let's all keep referring to the article.
The article mentioned that a man named William Akers used to work for Malone. Is he a relative of yours?
No. Quite a coincidence, I'll admit, but no. I am in no way related to the head flunky of some two-bit gangster and his gang of thugs.
Uh-huh. Let's see.
I found this old picture in Sally's house. Do you know who these people are?
The man is Mickey Malone, I know that. I'm guessing that this is his girlfriend, Vivian Burnett, I think her name was. And judging by the year of that brand new Ford in the background, I'd say the picture was taken in 1928.
Let's see. She was probably as familiar with Malone's house as his dogs. Maybe we could call her.
She was probably as familiar with Malone's house and his dogs as he was. Think there's any chance she's still alive?
Tell you what, Miss Drew. Why don't I go through my files and see what I can dig up on this mystery woman? I'm a busy man, but like I always say, I'm here to serve.
Okay. When and why was Malone arrested?
When and why was Malone arrested?
I'm sorry, Miss Drew. As usual, I'm a little pressed for time. If you have more questions, why don't you sit down at the computer and peruse the Moon Lake database of fascinating factoids that I've put together?
Uh-huh. Let's see.
What do you know about a man named Joe Akers?
Why do you ask?
I understand he used to be a deputy.
I understand he used to be the deputy here.
So?
Let's see. You're mighty defensive.
According to Emily Griffin, Deputy Joe Akers was your father. And according to the journal I found, William Akers' son was named Joe. Another coincidence?
All right. William Akers was my grandfather.
All right, and obviously he didn't tell us because he doesn't want anyone to know. But why?
And you don't want anyone to know that.
It's not exactly something I'm proud of. My father spent his whole life trying to make people forget what my grandfather was, and trying to make sure people who didn't know what he was never found out. I've been doing the same thing.
Oh, let's see. What did he do after Malone was arrested? Did he ever say anything about the cemetery? What happened to the rest of the gang? You can tell me about the gold. I don't want to mention gold. Let's ask about the cemetery.
Did William Akers ever say anything about the cemetery behind Malone's house?
I'm afraid you're going to have to excuse me, Miss Drew. In case you've forgotten, I'm a very busy man.
Okay, so he's like shutting us down. Hello, puppy.
I apologize for my previous behavior. As a park ranger, I strive to keep my personal feelings in check at all times, and that time I failed. It's my duty as a public servant to try to make it up to you. What would you like to know?
Okay, so we got to be careful then. What happened to Akers and the rest of Malone's gang after he went to prison? I think the other ones mentioned gold, so let's just ask about that.
What happened to Akers and the rest of Malone's gang after he went to prison?
Fortunately for Moon Lake, they all left and went their separate ways.
If we ask this, he's gonna like shut us down again, right?
Did your grandfather ever find any gold on Malone's property?
If he did, he never spent it. He wasn't poor when he died, but he certainly wasn't rich.
What can you tell me about the gold that Malone supposedly buried on his property?
As far as I know, it doesn't exist. It's just one of those rumors people want to believe, so they do.
Thanks for all your help.
Always a pleasure.
I'm sure it is. Not. What if we go talk to M? Does she have any new information that we could get? Like maybe she found something in her when she was using the boat to get the treasures. Maybe she found something that could help us.
How you holding up?
Let's see.
I found an old newspaper in Sally's house that contained an article on Mickey Malone. It really got my curiosity going. What else can you tell me about him?
Person you should talk to is Jeff Akers. He's got this historical museum thing going out at that ranger station of his.
Yeah.
Do you know anything about the gold that Mickey Malone supposedly buried somewhere on his property?
All I got to say about it is, if there really was a bunch of gold buried somewhere and nobody ever found it, it's for darn sure nobody ever will. Not with them dogs up there.
Uh-huh.
Guess I'll see you later.
You betcha.
All right. I'm not convinced about her either. Like, I feel everyone's just a little bit too try hard. All right, let's head back and let's go back and look at the secret room. Maybe we can find something there, because exactly, why would it be hidden? I think it might be hiding the speakeasy, because maybe we don't know where the speakeasy is, and that would actually make a lot of sense in my opinion. We've got to be able to figure out somewhere. Is there some way? Like, why is it just pointing to that wall? That's what I want to know. Is there anything we can do with this wall over here? Can we hit it with a hammer? No, I guess not. I feel like there's something we're gonna have to do with that, but maybe we can't do it right now. Why don't we sleep until night and go talk to Red, see what he has to say. Plus, maybe we'll find dogs.
Howdy.
So let's ask about this.
Mickey Malone supposedly buried a bunch of stolen gold bars on his property way back in the 20s. Did you know that?
Really? That's interesting. I don't much care, but it's interesting.
So you don't know anything about it?
Nope.
Mm-hmm.
See you in a while.
Just remember, eyes open, mouth shut. Howdy.
Oh, we
See
can't
you in
ask
a
him
while.
about
Watch
Akers?
yourself out there.
Darn it. What else can we say? I guess we'll have to go ask if he found any more information on Vivian. Because, yeah, we really need to be able to talk to her. I think that would be very helpful. Now, let's go ask him.
Good news. I have information on your mystery woman.
Awesome.
You are incredible, Ranger Acres. What did you find out?
Her name these days is Vivian Whitmore. She lives in Las Vegas, and her number is 702-555-9137.
Awesome.
Thanks for all your help.
Not a problem.
Nice. Well, now we know what to do. Let's head back home and give her a call. All right. Let's call Vivian.
If you're selling something, hang up right now. I got an air horn in my hand that could deafen a dinosaur, and I'm not afraid to use it.
Oh, no, please. I'm not selling anything. Believe me. Is this Vivian Whitmore?
Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. You got exactly 5 seconds to state your business.
My name is Nancy Drew. I'm calling from Moon Lake, Pennsylvania. I just wanted to ask you some questions.
Oh boy.
Oh, right. The Moon Lake Park Ranger said you might call. But you have to talk fast. An old friend of mine is flying in today from Florida. And when I say old, I mean old, as in 5 years older than I am. Don't
Oh
bother
boy.
trying to do the math sweet stuff, you'll hurt yourself. So, that ranger fella said you found an old picture of me.
Yeah, let's see. Yeah, let's just mention Mickey.
It was of you and Mickey Malone. Do you remember him?
Of course I remember him. I remember everything about that time of my life. It was the roaring 20s, for crying out loud. One of the most exciting decades in American history. Just because I've got a few years on most people doesn't mean my brain's turned to tapioca, sweet stuff.
Let's see.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to offend you.
Mickey and I dated for 5 years. Oh, I knew what he was, and I didn't approve, believe you me. But I was young, and we got along so well, and he was so considerate. He always kept birch beer on tap at that speakeasy of his just for me.
Let's ask about that.
Tell me about the speakeasy.
It was in the basement, right there
Uh-huh.
at Moon Lake. Feds never knew about it, but everybody who was anybody on the East Coast back then, actors, musicians, bankers, politicians, they knew. You weren't big time unless you'd made at least one trip to Moon Lake Mickey's.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Do we do this? I think we do this.
That's weird. I'm staying in his old house on Moon Lake, and I haven't seen any sign of a speakeasy.
Course you haven't. You're not supposed to. Only Mickey and Willie knew how to get into the speakeasy from the house. The rest of us had to go in and out the regular way, through the cemetery.
Really?
The cemetery?
There was a lock hidden in one of the tombstones in that
Uh-huh.
little cemetery behind the house. You needed a key to unlock it, and when you did, stairs would appear that led to the speakeasy.
I see. Let's see. William Akers, yeah. Let's see. We could ask about the gold. Anything about the safe? We already know about that. Do you have any idea how to get to it from the house? I think she's going to say no.
William Akers, the guy you call Willie. He wrote about looking for the gold that Malone had supposedly buried on his property at Moon Lake. Do you know anything about that?
The hole in the floor gold heist. Well, I'll be darned.
Let's see.
So it's true? He did bury gold on his property?
Truth be told, when Mickey told me he was the one who pulled off that heist and that he'd buried 20 gold bars at Moon Lake, I didn't believe him. I thought he was making it up. See, Mickey and I were on the outs by then. I thought he was just trying to entice me to come back.
Uh-huh.
But if he told Willie the same thing, maybe there's something to the story after all.
Let's see. Do you have any idea where he might have hidden it? Did he ever say anything to you about a
Did
map?
he ever say anything to you about a map?
Yes. He said he was making a treasure map and that... The dogs. Something about those dogs of his.
They'll lead the way?
The dogs will lead the way?
He was always saying that. In fact, I'm pretty sure he had it engraved on his tombstone. Think, Viv, think. He said he was making a treasure map and that he was also having paintings done of his
Uh-huh.
dog. He made it sound like one thing had something to do with the other, like he was giving me some big important clue. But I
Mm-hmm.
just figured he was playing games, trying to lure me back with mystery and intrigue. I told him to buzz off. Maybe I shouldn't have.
And the paintings are going to be in the speakeasy, aren't they? I'm where both of these we kind of already know, so
Did he say what he was going to do with the paintings?
but we'll go
He
ahead.
said he was going to hang them in the speakeasy, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure that's precisely what he did.
Well, let's ask if she knows how to get there from the house now.
Do you have any idea how to get into Malone's speakeasy from the house?
I sure don't. That saloon was built using two main ingredients, concrete and secrecy. Mickey always bragged that nobody could get in unless he wanted them in, and I do believe he was right. But I'll tell you what, if you send me that picture of me and Mickey, I'll send you my key.
The key to the tombstone? Wow.
The key to the tombstone? You still have it?
It's in the bottom of my jewelry box. I've come this close to throwing it out 100 times, but it's so small, and the memories it brings back are so big. Well, I just couldn't, as a joke. Mickey had a tombstone made with the name of this federal agent who hung out with him, inscribed on it. That's the one the key unlocks.
All right. We remember that. I don't think we really need any of the information. We could ask about the dogs.
Can you remember anything about Malone's dogs that might suggest where he hid the gold?
I stayed away from his dogs. They made me nervous, always jumping around, barking at this or that. The only one I liked was, what was his name?
Iggy?
Iggy!
Mm-hmm.
I liked Iggy because he was nice and quiet. He just lay on the porch all day and didn't make a peep.
All right, and then I guess we'll ask about the safe.
Do you know anything about the safe that's in the cellar of his house at Moon Lake?
You must be talking about the wall safe. That was Willie's. By Willie, I mean William Akers, one of the guys who worked for Mickey.
All right, so tell me about him.
What can you tell me about William Akers?
He was Mickey's most trusted employee. Mickey treated all his other men like dirt, but not Willie. He honestly liked Willie, respected him, trusted him implicitly.
Mm-hmm.
It's been fun talking to you.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, let's go back to the ranger station so we can mail this photo off right away. And then we'll be able to go check out the cemetery, hopefully. So let's head on out and see if we can send it.
Hello again, Miss Drew. Am I in for another interrogation?
Let's see. I'd like to mail this. How much would it cost?
How much would it cost to send this photo to Vivian Burnett?
As always, I'm here to serve, Miss Drew. Just give it to me and I'll take care of it. I'm sure she'll be very pleased to get this back.
All right.
Thanks for all your help.
Always a pleasure.
Nice. So now I think we go back, sleep until the next AM, right? And then go back and see if we've gotten any mail. Hello.
A package just arrived for you from Las Vegas.
Well, that was fast.
Great. Vivian sent me the key.
I'll
Nice.
dispose of the package.
Awesome.
Wouldn't want to break any littering laws, would we?
Thanks for all your help.
Always a pleasure.
Awesome. Okay, let's verify the name. This one was the one, right? Careful to keep Malone's attack dogs at bay. There we go. Waldo Matthias. Okay, so that's the name we're looking for. Let's head to the cemetery. Alright, so now we need to find... There we go, Matthias. Okay, so there should be a place to use the key, right? Somewhere? Aha! So where are the stairs? Are they in here? Maybe? No. It's gotta be on this tombstone somewhere, right?
It looks like some kind of keyhole.
Let's use this. Click. Oh! Oh! What do we need to put there? I wonder what the... Call Vivian? Okay, yeah. That's what I was gonna say, because we're gonna have to make a word here. So let's go call Vivian. Let's see.
Hello?
Is this Vivian?
No, this is your station drop-off. Vivian's fixing snacks in the kitchen.
Oh my gosh, Eustacia Andropov? Harry Houdini's cousin?
Use the air horn like I showed you.
No, Eustacia, wait. It's Nancy Drew. I talked to you on the phone a couple of months ago, just after a friend of mine was kidnapped in St. Louis. I asked you questions about the theater where the kidnapping took place, the Royal Palladium, remember?
Nancy Drew, the snooty one. You're not dead yet?
No.
Most people, I talk to them one day, next day they're dead. It is an old age thing. Oh, stop being so morbid here. Have some clam dip. Hello? Nancy? So you know Eustacia, huh? Small world. Well, what's up?
I got the key you sent me. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. There's just one thing. It doesn't seem to work.
Oh, where is my brain? The key unlocks the letters of the instruction.
Right.
Just dial in the password and you'll be set.
There's just one more thing.
You don't know the password. I'm sorry. Eustacia and I've been playing canasta all day, and I guess beating her all those times took more out of my brain than I thought. Next game, I win. Next game, loser pays for pizza. Well, get out your wallet, sister, because you're going down.
They're playing some high-stakes canasta.
Oh, yeah, the password. Let's see. It was the name of that federal agent, his first name.
Waldo?
No, not his real first name. What Mickey was always calling him. Baldo.
Oh, okay.
Baldo. I always thought it was mean to call him that, especially since Mickey was starting to get a little sparse on top himself.
So I just turn the letters until they spell Baldo?
Yes, dear, but like almost everything else in life, it's trickier than it sounds.
Alright, so we should probably find out about any other tricks so we don't have to make another call.
Are there any other tricks to getting into the speakeasy that I should know about?
I suppose it's only fair to warn you about the tunnels, and the doors, and the dead ends.
Uh-oh.
Tunnels? You mean there's more than one way to get to the speakeasy from the cemetery?
Mickey had his men dig a bunch of tunnels between the speakeasy and the cemetery with hidden doors that opened when other doors closed, and lots of dead ends, so that if the speakeasy was ever raided, his guests could hide from the police. I was always terrified of getting lost, but you're a plucky girl. I'm sure you'll be fine.
Oh boy.
It's been fun talking to you.
I know.
Let's go ahead and give our friends an update, just so they can maybe chip in on any... I just dialed too many times. We can give Bess a call, see if she and George have any additional advice to give us before we go get lost in the tunnels of a speakeasy.
Hello? Bess, it's Nancy.
I know that. What's going on?
Malone's girlfriend, Vivian, said that Malone hired an artist to do paintings of his dogs right around the time he was bragging about creating a map that would lead to his goal.
Have you seen the paintings?
They're not in the house, So either they're in the speakeasy, which I still haven't gotten into, or they're long gone.
Keep looking for them, Nan. If they were done at the same time as that map, they could contain some kind of clue.
Bye, you guys.
See ya. Bye.
Alright, whoops. Alright, so, now we know, supposedly, how to do it. Let's go ahead and head right back to the cemetery once again. Alright. Now, let's try this again. Okay, bulky. Alright. Okay, so that one just changes that one. That changes all of those. Alright, so let's change this back. Alright, so we gotta figure out a way. We can get this one. This changes. Okay, so that is now on the correct letter. Let's change this one back. Okay, so now we have this one. And then let's see if we can get... Now we gotta figure out how to get that one. Perfect, we got it. Baldo. Oh boy. Down we go.
It's too dark. I need a flashlight.
Well, good thing we have one.
Oh, the batteries are going dead. I
Aw.
can't see a thing. I'd better go back.
Oh. Hello? Where can we get out of here at? Oh, we go this way, right? Moving lever. There we go. Okay. I hope we don't have to do all that again. But, I think we'll have to go to M's Emporium and get some batteries, right?
How you holding up?
Alright, well, I guess we can ask questions.
Does the name Waldo Matthias mean anything to you?
Can't say as it does.
I need flashlight batteries. Do you carry them?
Yep. But you know, I've been meaning to make a pretty display out of them packs of combo coal over there for the longest time. Just can't seem to get around to it.
So...
In other words, you'd like me to give it a shot.
Here's the way it should look when you're done.
Okay. Smiling fish. Alright. Well, let's get to it then. Where are they at? Are they over here? Or is it this? Oh, okay, okay. So, we want greens all on the left and then on the top right. Okay, so let's start with that. So that's looking pretty good. What about the blue ones? Okay, so the bottom blue ones, we still need to figure this out. And then I'm guessing this last one probably needs to rotate. Alright. This one may not be correct. So we need 3 oranges there. Which is this one. And rotate it, right? Okay. 2 reds here. Rotate this one.
Ta-da!
There we go.
Smiling goldfish. It's obviously never tried combo cola.
Nice. Let's go see if we can get our batteries now.
Hey, Nancy, this mean you got them cans stacked?
Uh-huh.
You bet. They look just like the picture you gave me, which you can have back.
Here's your batteries. And thanks, Nancy.
Yay! Alright. Get our batteries put in. And then we'll be able to explore the speakeasy. Or at least try and find it, right? So let's head on back to the cemetery once again. Moment of truth. It looks like we're gonna have to do it again. I'm sure there's some specific combination that you can do where it's just like click, 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 done. But I have not taken that time. Alright, can I pick the flashlight up? Thank you.
It's silly to try to explore this in the dark.
Well, that's why we got a flashlight. Alright, what do we got here? Well, I guess this one's a dead end. Keep on going. Hopefully it won't be too bad in here. Well, we'll try this way. And hope for the best. See what we got over this way. Is this the entrance?
So this
Aha!
is the speakeasy. Wow.
Nice. All right, we made it. We can put this up. Well, there's one of the dogs. Just maybe that's Iggy sitting there. Dapper dog sodas. Okay, yeah, I was gonna say that's gotta be Iggy just sitting on the porch with his bone.
Those must be the spigots William Akers mentioned in his journal.
What were we supposed to do with them? The place is full of secret passages. I bet some kind of puzzle in here will open up even more secret rooms. Okay. I don't know what you would do with them.
The spigot won't move.
So you may...
There must be a way to unlock these spigots.
Okay, we'll have to figure it out. That's Iggy. Let's see. Let's head on over this way. Okay, so...
If map is correct, the tree where Vitus would bark at the hawks used to be right about here.
Okay, so we're continuing to mark the map. Nice. Alright. Because we knew where the red-tailed hawks were from doing our job for Red Knot. Okay, that's pretty cool. What do we got over here? This is like darts. Interesting. Lots of dog pictures.
Ah, he's so cute.
This one is going to be Xander. What is he doing? I can't tell what he's doing. There's like a peephole there. I don't know. What is Xander doing? Can't really tell what's going on here. Did we write anything down? Xander's picture is of question mark, but shows that his collar is red. Okay, that's what we're looking at. So we don't know what the picture is of, but maybe if we see another dog with a red collar, we'll know. Yeah, that's Iggy. Let's head over here. There's Lucy.
So Lucy would swim out to the shipwreck, which is about here.
Okay. So we just need to figure out, I don't know who that is. All right. What do we got over here? Getaway car vacations. There's so much stuff to find in here. We got some instruments here. What's up here? Oh, okay. So maybe we won't have to go out that way anymore. Nice. So we can get there from the house. That's super awesome. That automatically makes things a bit less annoying. Boneyard. Do we have any? We got the Red Hawk. What else can we explore? Can we look at anything over here? Can we do anything with this? What does this do? So I'm not sure. All right, let's look at our notes and see what we've got. Why is Lucy shown on top of a boat in her painting? Check out Roger Akers' database for information on boat wrecks in the lake, maybe famous residents. Xander's picture is of something, but it shows his collar is red. And maybe we can unlock the spigots from back here? Or maybe behind the counter, I don't know. It's Iggy's. His collar is orange? Is that what it says? Maybe we have to find the color of all the dogs. Picture of Iggy shows him with a yellow collar. Oops. Shows him with an orange color? Is that what color it is? Let's see. Vetus's color is blue. How is that blue? Oh, it's talking about the little gem. I see. Okay. Oh, but we can pull him now. Oh, it's gonna be a code. Okay. So I don't know what it would be. It's gonna be a code of some sort, but what kind of code is it? I don't know. Have we written any notes about it? Pump the spigot. Push the red button to make the letters move. The more pumps, the more times the letters will spin. The spigot puzzle seems tricky. Malone sure loved his dogs. I probably need to use the first letters of their names, but how is each spigot associated with a certain dog? Are they different colors? So we have... But these aren't the... They're... I don't know what this is supposed to do exactly. Because I'm not sure. Oh! Okay, now I understand. Okay. I follow completely. These are different colors. Okay, perfect. So that one's fine. Red. Red needs to be X. So okay. So that's correct now. I think it goes from the beginning is where it is. So blue, this would be this one. That one is V. How many was that? That was like 4 or something? Okay, that's fine. And then the last one is Lucy. There we go. I don't exactly know what the pattern was, but we got it through trial and error, basically. Solving the spigot puzzle opened up a secret passageway in the tunnels. Okay. So we got to go back in the tunnels. Let's use our flashlight. Alright. So where did it open up the secret passageway? Was it over here? Let's see. It's over here. Okay. What's this? Iggy. What are we looking at here? Okay. Interesting. And then this one. Oh. Oh, I see. Okay. So we have Iggy and the paw print map. Okay. I'm starting to understand. Vetus. Oh. Wait a second. 2 from the right, 1, 2, 3 down. Is that what we're doing here? Is each dog, you got each dog and then where they're supposed to be with an interactive map? Maybe? Okay, so then we can see
Xander played by the pump, which is right here.
Okay. So, we've got that. Not sure. What happens if we keep going? Not sure. This is a dead end. What's down here? There's a dog on the other side of that door. Hello? Okay. Well then. I see. Let's check our notes. See what solutions we've come up with. One of the mosaic tiles in the secret... Okay, so it's just one. So we need to find the one that matches this one. So let's look at them. That one sort of... not really. What about this one? Does that one match? Sort of. How close does it match? Actually, it does match pretty well. Let's try this one. And then 7, 6, which is this one. And then 9, 3, 10, 11, 4. Aha! We got it.
That doesn't sound good.
No, it doesn't. It does not sound good. It's the dog.
It's some kind of lock.
Can I use the key?
It's some kind of lock.
Alright. Well, this does not sound good. At all. So if we go down here, is this door gonna be open now? Uh-oh. 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 This is not good. Not good at all.
So you're the ghost dogs.
Oh,
You look
goodness.
pretty real to me.
Oh, goodness. Aw. Oh, he wants food. Alright, what do we got over here? We got healthy treats. Somebody's got some pizza here. Dento Glow, glow-in-the-dark toothpaste. Okay. Now we're understanding. Silent Sonic's dog whistle. Your dog can hear it, but you can't.
These dogs have been trained to act vicious on command.
Uh-huh. Alright. What do we got over here? 11:28, 1 to 3 a.m. 600 feet of northeast of Malone. Comb cameo pin. 2. This sounds like M stuff. 2 bottles empty, 5 coins. Rumor going around lake that Malone house has been sold. Find gold now, now, now. Eddie and Cher stinky breath. Must brush their teeth. 12:05. 2 to 4:30 a.m. 500 feet northeast of Malone Dock. 1 bottle of cognac, full, tiara rusted, 1 key with the initials MM. We need that. Doggy checkup time, dog civet in Lewiston. Return Titanic to Val's video, same time. Okay. Rumor true. Sale of Malone house final. Still no sign of gold. Time for plan D, as in dog. Extra treat for share for being so good. So on 12/11, between 1 and 2:30, 500 feet south of rocks, 1 silver flask, 3 bottles empty, 2 plates slightly damaged, too cold to drag. Store nuts for winter. Take key found in lake to Harrisburg. Show Chuck. Get hair done while in Harrisburg. Vet lab reports all dogs A++. Buy extra happy hound ham sticks for training. New owner moving in late April. Order electronic whistles, speakers, transmitter, eye lights, Gary's gadgets and gizmos. Chuck says key special made for Malone in 1931. Try in the tool shed, the speakeasy, the Malone house, closets, old trunks. No gold. Tiles on mosaics and tunnels push in and out. Clue to where gold is? Think, think, think. Sally McDonald, 27, freelance photographer. For the tunnel kennel, need food bowls, flea collars. 20% off sale. Well pets. We have doggy beds. Yeah, this sounds like M stuff. Work on mosaics 1 by 1. Push every tile. Nothing happens. Malone and his stupid puzzles can take a flying leap. Dogs ready for haunting. Wish I could sick them on Malone. Sally M. Gone. Who is Nancy Drew? Get out nets. Repair a check boat for leaks. Nancy Drew knows about gold. Must find before she does. Phew, what did Bruce and Meryl roll in during exercise time? Might as well give all of them a bath. Uh-oh, she knows about us. This is not good. This is not good. We got the key.
That's the speaker I saw in the house.
Mm-hmm. This is not good. What else we got? These are like collars. Tattler, Mayan temples uses alien landing pads. Look who's back. What is this? Yeah, this is not good. Not good at all.
I bet the dogs attacked Sally's house because high-frequency signal was transmitted to them through the speaker I saw on the roof.
Uh-huh, that is making a lot of sense. Uh-oh. We got the key, though. So now we can go through. Oh, boy. What even? Man. This is crazy. But you know what? We are going to pause here because I feel like this is going to be the epic cliffhanger for the ultimate conclusion in our next episode. I feel pretty confident that M is probably our dog trainer here. It's female type handwriting. Just the whole fact of dredging the lake for antiques was her whole thing. It just seems mighty suspicious, but whoever's nest that was definitely is in charge of the ghost dogs. So next time I feel like we will wrap this case up in a nice neat little bow if we don't die first. So if you like this kind of content, please make sure to like, subscribe, follow, share, all that good stuff. If you want to watch live, we're on Twitch at twitch.tv/LeR27. I have my schedule posted in the about and in the description. And if you want to see which games we're playing each day, I post them on x.com/LeR27. And I hope you join me in the next one. Until then, guys, bye.